Welcome back to another battle, everybody. Today we're playing Progressive World Domination on the Cursed Hand Caves map. It is again one of the new maps in the Pirate 2 map pack. We're playing as a green player out of the 5th position. We have a play for 2 separate bonuses here. There's going to be the 3-point Blistering Sands on the top left of the board. It looks like pink is maybe going to thwart. Actually, you know what? I don't even know that I want to consider playing for that, despite the material count that's here. And the reason that I say that is it's directly next to Tristan's cabin. And although I have all of those territories there, I think I'm better off playing for Jagged Shallows here. I think that that's going to end up being the better play, especially with how much material that pink has stacked there. I understand why they went for that. I just am based off of the way that they're facing. I truly don't think it's going to end well for me if I try to play for that position. So I think playing for this bonus here where I've got the 3, as long as orange doesn't power into me. It looks like orange wanted to play for one of these bonuses up here. They could also just play for the Plunder Beach +2 there. Got red with a 5 over here anyway, so it's not like I was even going to have a chance. I think this is a bad play by red. I think this is actually a dreadfully terrible play by red to go for this, because pink will just wipe them out of there. So all that does is reduce me. Orange is probably going to hit me. That reduces me a starting troop. Although I got hit, all 3 of those attacks were into me, right? So I was going to be reduced to starting troop anyway. And now if orange hits me, we're going to be reduced one more beyond that. Black has also had a rough go at it as well. I, however, do not have the yearn, so to speak, to hit the black player. If I'm pink, I think you go bad to red right away in both of the spots that they tried to take. I don't know why you'd let them hold the Skullduggery bonus here. I'm going to play pretty reserved, I think, where I just try to hold... Like, I think I stack 2 here, the rest here, hit and split. This is bold for orange. Okay, that's the play I thought orange would make, and I think that's a smart play. That does lead to a hit in black, so I actually get 1 extra troop, which is huge. We'll start with 7, or 6 rather. Right, I'm in the 5th position. If I was in the 6, I would have started with 7. 1 here, hit and split. So we got 3, probably 3 on each of these. It's not a bad hold. 3. Defend my bonus and my entrances like that. If somebody breaks me, at least I have the troops to try to play off of that. Eventually, I can roll this into a 3-point hold over both of these bonuses, Shipwreck 1 and Jagged Shallows. Because you see, there's only 2 entrances into this Jagged Shallows bonus, and it's, or sorry, Shipwreck 1, and it's a +1. I don't understand that play. Maybe I don't understand that play at all. Black goes bad to blue. Black could have just taken the Ironborn bonus. This map is, again, one of the new maps as part of the Pirate 2 map pack. This one, I think the layout is the most unique of the 4 new maps. It feels like... honestly, it feels like a less pocket version of Airship. It is a 93 territory map, 17 continents. So as far as the 4 map packs play out, it's the 2nd smallest in terms of total territory. However, orange is... No, red is... I was right. Absolutely. Red is going to get hit. This is exactly what I thought was going to happen here. This also reduces the chances that I get broken. Maybe I get hit by orange. Red is already in trouble. Already very much in trouble. And if they play... Oh, I wouldn't go there. They do get 4 troops. I mean, this is... You just saw pink break you, and you go to take a bonus right next to pink. I don't think I would personally risk that. And I certainly would not attack this out. Yeah, you're just making it easier for this player to play for these positions. But hopefully orange doesn't break us. They absolutely could. They'll have enough troops, but... I just need to, try to pick up some extra positioning on this board. I think I almost just leave these as defensive 3s and play as aggressively as I can for this bonus in here. And then wherever we get out to, pull the 2 all the way to the other side. Because we'll start with 7, unless orange doesn't hit us. We'll start with 8 with our +4, which isn't a ton, and it shouldn't scare people that badly. I anticipate orange playing for themselves, playing for the +5 here in the Whispers. You can see the bonuses on the board. They range from 2 to 6. So Omen Walk in the middle is one of 2 +6s with Leviathan Watch in the top right. Chakil's End, Ironborn Shipwreck 2, Starfish Dock, Blue Barnacles, Sloop's Rest, The Whispers, and Flint's Path, all +5s. Skullduggery, Jagged Shallows, Shipwreck 1, and the Black Storm are your +4s. Your +3s is just going to be Blistering Sands, I think. And then Plunder Beach and Tristan's Cabin are +2s if you can hold it. We'll see if pink goes bad to orange here. That's a great play by orange. I really, really like the way that orange played that. I need to ensure that I win this bonus, so I'm going to put everything here. Which I think... Okay, that's really good dice. Go out to here, and then I'm going to pull this onto the side. I think the chances of red breaking me are going to be reduced compared to the chances of orange breaking me, given that they just picked up a +5 in the Whispers. I pick up double +4. Orange is at 2 and 5. So 7 for orange, 8 for me right now. And black does now play for this bonus. I just don't really know why they didn't do it on the first turn. Nobody going to be on trade-ins, but I've got a nice little pocket here. And I don't actually think I need to expand for more bonuses at this point, unless my opponents do. Like, pink could theoretically get 2 more bonuses here. I think the best way to play this is likely going to be hunkering down in my position, creating 3 stacks that can send me in different directions. I think I take my card under the red 2 here and hold my position off of Raven Point. That way I have top left maneuverability, I got bottom right maneuverability, and then middle board maneuverability. I'm probably going to lose an additional position on the other side of the board. I maybe even want to consider adding to the 1 up here just to make myself a little bit more difficult to eliminate. Blue takes their bonus, does not go bad to black. Black, that's a +5 for black in the bottom right. They could get really strong really fast. This is not a 100% roll. I would have... Yep, that's exactly what I was thinking. I would be very surprised to see this player not break where they don't break red. They stack on red, but they don't break them. Now red... What incentive does red have to just... Why wouldn't red hit you in the back here? I'm not sure I understand. Now, I'm actually probably safe to orange here. This map is really interesting without blizzards because there's just a lot of pathing. There's not a lot of kill guard opportunities. Red does appear to have quit. Oh no, that's gonna break me. Please be a bonus taker. Fail? Oh my god, it failed. That's so lucky. I don't know why red quit. That is very, very lucky. Now there's actually risk attacking off of this. I know that this isn't open. There's a lot of risk going that way. Orange could go bad to me. It would basically shoot my game in the foot, but obviously blue or pink could turn on them at any point. I mentioned the territories. I mentioned the layout, or the layout and the total troops. One of the things I did want to touch on is visually, I think this map, there's a lot of cool details on it, but something that kind of messes with your head is the 3D aspects of it, where like this up here is super like lifted high into the air, but at the end of the day, like the territories are all 2D territories. So it looks weird to have this elevated up above the blue spot here when realistically they're all kind of on the same flat plane. I don't know if explaining that makes a whole lot of sense. Is he going to go bad to blue here and just nuke blue's game? He doesn't. That's very interesting. I'd like to see if blue addresses this, because black's actually getting terrible dice up here and doesn't even finish it. So I get 13. I can pretty fully hunker down. I could go bad to pink right now. But if I go bad to pink, what's stopping orange from breaking me? Maybe I just take this here and then back up. This is a +5, right? I don't know about that. Does black make it far enough to mess me up if that happens? You know what I'm going to try? I'm going to try to take the +6 in the middle. I think this is maybe a bad idea. Why is he mad at me? He's mad I took an additional bonus. Which doesn't make sense, because he was also trying to take an additional bonus. This is an interesting play from Black. Oh, he accidentally is... Why are you slow rolling? Oh, he was I think he was slidering there for some reason. Cost him 2 troops. He's not going to break me. That's an interesting play. Orange is not happy that I took a third bonus, despite the fact that, once again, the orange player was taking a third bonus. By the way, I don't know why I am on the right-hand side of your screen. Let me move myself. Mid-video movement here. It's going to be a little bit funny, but... Blue needs to, I think, probably hunker down pretty aggressively. Oh, don't roll a 5 on 2. Don't roll a 5 on 2. Okay, they got lucky that that worked. So I intentionally don't go bad to pink. I position myself where if orange goes bad to me, I have easy retaliation. This is good too. This might sit next to me. If it sits next to me, I will move. No, he's pointed at red. Okay. Hopefully that does not roll an 8 on 5. I forgot that this was a bonus taker. Okay, it's not going to. Perfect. It will stack against me though. Early trade-in from red is interesting. I need to like find a way to make this bot move around a little bit more. Orange gets 12. Could easily go bad to me here. I will not trade early. Doesn't make sense. I thought orange would just finish his bonus. And if orange does finish his bonus, I'm not going to expand for a third one. So you see 11 for pink, 14 for me. I mean, the thing is, orange would be up to 13 himself. Like, he doesn't have to go bad to me. That looks like he's going to go bad to blue. Unless, does he just finish the bonus at the top with the rest of his troops? Maybe. The black elimination is... Oh, he didn't split. He messed that up. I don't like that. Eight, 15. I don't trust orange at all. Backing that up because I don't want to get hit by red. And I don't mind black getting extra troops right now. I don't think it's that big of a deal. I am far and away the strongest player at the moment, which is certainly dangerous. And like if black goes bad to me in one spot, he's just going to get hit out of the... Like I'm going to go eliminate him. I really think a break here would be a mistake. And actually, tremendous play by black there to show restraint. I probably would have finished the bonus on the right-hand side here. They instead locked their material. It makes them considerably less effective attacker. You know, maybe I could have backed these troops up, but I wanted lines on the top, right? Because if I close this off, I lose the lines on the top. And I still hold this down pretty well. Man, blue plays that much more passively. I wouldn't fortify that in front of... Okay. Pink getting 16. I got how much? Oh, wait. That doesn't hit anybody. That's just defensive. Skips. Blue took a card. I don't agree with the skip there. I do not agree with the card skip out of the second position when there's a red bot in the game and the blue player already took cards. I think that is poor play. Red won't be on a set here. Could potentially force this bot to not take anything extra. Orange gets 12. Pink got 16. We're at 15 right now. We're not going to get hit. I'm not worried about that. I assume he brings the 4 over here. That's what I would do. Or he brings it to this spot here and the... That doesn't do anything. I get 19. Okay. Let's go 8. And then... This I don't actually want a lot on. Just trying to keep multiple positions open. want to sit there like that. One moment. So it's interesting how these first two games of on these new maps. Again, this is my first game against actual human players. It's interesting how my first two games on this map have ended up in a position. He could break here, actually. I forgot that this was a point of access to breaking. I mostly don't care because I want the lines in the directions that I need them. The question is, with the troop generation I get on the next turn, is it worth it to just say screw it and go into black? Here's blue's trade. Blue becomes an interesting elimination as well, but somehow managed to hold quite a bit of material. They have a +4. Are they going to break me? This would be a very poor play to break me here. I don't understand that. Orange is about to get more than me because they have more territories. No, they're going to get one less. They're going to get 18 troops. I don't think I get that play. I think is super defensive here. I get that. Like, I don't think blue knows what they just did. I'm going to completely put... This might actually try that roll. This might try a 15 on 19. It does not. And it doesn't reposition either, so there's no point in messing with that. I don't want to close this off on this line here on the left. I don't want to go bad to black either. If blue doesn't trade, blue is going to lose the game. That break there only serves to, as the weakest player on the board, weakest human player, and you may look like, oh, black has 5 fewer troops, but black's about to trade in, and black's holding 2 bonuses over here that I'm letting them hold, and I don't mind letting them hold it because I was getting more troops than them. The problem is, as the blue player, like, you're just putting yourself in a position where you're putting a massive target on your back. And for what? Right? Like, I'm wondering if he's going to split here. Yeah. Excuse me. I don't have a set, but I would set off of blue. I mean, this is just a really, it was a really silly decision to break me there. Because all you do is put that target on your back. Black's in a position where I can theoretically card block them late in the game. Like, these players that are trapping their troops, orange, I think, is the biggest threat on this board. Because these players that are trapping their troops in pink and black, playing super defensively, I just don't open this. Right? There's no point in me. Like, 4 is going to go to the 17. Or it goes here. I'm not sure what that accomplishes, but you trade. Even with a trade, you're not going to get through me. Like, you're just going to slam out and ruin my game? Is that what the goal is here? He breaks black. What? Now you've irritated this. Like, this guy's holding double bonus, so you break black, but you don't take 2 of the bonuses. I think pink's going to take out red here, right? It doesn't trade them, but it puts them on 5. There's really no reason not to take red if you're the pink player. Yeah, well played. Oh, they don't take it, but they're gearing for it, right? 2 cards is not quite worth this amount. This might actually roll a 5 on 7. They would set off of this elimination now. I don't have enough troops over there. Unless I played off the 10. Because he doesn't... I understand that play. He doesn't want to open up blue. That's a really interesting play, because I think that that puts an unnecessary target on your back. I don't want this to roll over here. I'm going to want blue to take extra cards. At this point, I'm going to pull that off of pink. I don't want to risk black or orange trying to come in and eliminate me. Now, blue's in a spot you could... What black can do in a really interesting play here, pull the 15 over to the side, force him to hit your 4. That works too. Force him to hit the 4, which yeah, 9 on 4 is 100%, or 8 on 4. Technically not 100%. It's like a 99% roll. But at this point, we're buttering blue up. Blue is a butter up. Let everybody trade in ahead. The thing, this is why I don't like pink's card skip, by the way. The moment they skip here, they're going to then take a 2-card elimination off of red. I almost think you're better off buttering this bot up. Now, I don't have a trade on 4. So me taking a 2-card elimination doesn't really do anything. Yeah, I saw this one coming from a mile away. This is what I was hoping for, too. Or unless he's doing this defensively. No, yeah, okay, he's not getting back. I would love to see the 50 shift. Line up on orange. Because orange had, quote-unquote, had to break you. Just need to keep this amount slightly above. The thing is, these cards still aren't worth it over here. And because pink... The problem is, because pink moves ahead of me, the moment I give red an extra card, that elimination becomes worth it, because the trades will... By the time pink actually sets, the trades will be above a certain point. And there will be no reason not to go for that. This is interesting. I think orange is maybe thinking about coming over and hitting red. I don't trust orange as far as I can throw him. You know what? I'm going to hit in the middle here. Orange might have my elimination. I didn't even have a set. It's not like I could do anything. Oh, no, 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 no. No, 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 no. Yes, take your card here. No, don't break. Don't break. I don't like that. The only benefit to this is that orange would have to wrap all the way around. Orange could eliminate me for 5 cards. It would trade them in immediately. Pathing's a little hairy because you have to hit a 15 over here. Blue gets their 1 card either here or into orange. And then they perish, right? This is why this is the benefit here. Orange also, actually, the cheaper elimination for orange is pink. But you would need red to get an extra card. I think pink should eliminate red here. But maybe, actually, I don't know. Maybe orange goes for red into pink, but that wouldn't trade them. I'm 6 troops more to... Yeah, pink trades. I'm honestly not super surprised by that. I would dump immediately. Yeah, right here. And actually, to prevent me from getting eliminated, I probably would have gone and broken orange there. It might lead to some retaliation, though. Red will get a card over here. Blue quits. I mean, blue has to know that I was going to go for them. Red doesn't take the card. It had the option. It has had the option for several turns. Doesn't take it. Let's see what orange does. 40 trade. 35 trade, rather. Getting 19 troops, which matches what we were getting, I believe. No, I was getting 20 because I picked up some extra territories and spots. I think I will get the same here. Orange is taking quite some time. I consolidated most stuff here. The problem is, here's actually why I don't think orange can eliminate me, is because you'd have to split to hit me. Because you have to play off your largest stack. You'd have to split enough to come hit this and then have enough to hit the rest. I saw that one coming. He doesn't have time, so he's potentially just going to feed me. I think that's a terrible play. I think it's a really, really bad play. If I eliminate blue, problem is blue doesn't set me in to hit pink. Or to hit red, rather. It does set me in, though. There's really no reason, I think, not to take blue here. Do I wait to take blue? I think I wait to take blue. I just sit in the way. I thought about it, but I don't think the 3 cards are worth it for how much I'm going to lose hitting it. Like 39 loss here. He doesn't have enough. He's going to feed this. He's going to feed this. He has to stop. He's going to feed it to orange. Don't hit off the 26. You got to stop. You absolutely have to stop. No! Why did he hit that, dude? Why did he hit that? Hopefully pink comes and grabs this. That was a whole... The one... I guess, I mean, the problem is he feeds it to me or he feeds it to orange. He has to decide who he wants to feed it to. Pink will get this elimination, which is probably for the best. Because they don't have big enough stacks to hit me. I don't know why orange made the play that he did, but I realized in the moment going for blue on 3 cards, it just sets the trade up five higher, and the trade was basically worth how many troops I was going to have to hit. Which is why 4 cards would absolutely be worth it. It's part of the reason I sat here was because orange wouldn't be able to loop around through himself to come get it. Now, either orange, or more likely pink, gets fed this. If black just sat here, I basically guarantee give them second. That's what I see this position as. This isn't even... It's going to take a card here. The way that I see... Or it's going to try the 4 on 3. And it wins it. The way that I see this position is... I thought I realized after the fact that I placed my troops in the wrong spot. I'm interested to see what pink does with this. Theoretically, you take the blue elimination and then you take red right after. But orange went and hit me, and that was the mistake that they made. I don't know why orange is mad. I mean, orange, I understand why orange is mad because black did that, but orange, you didn't have to come hit me, man. I don't know what that was all about. Black is pretty weak. There's a very realistic possibility that pink tries to go for this and fails it. And again, black on 3 isn't worth it for me either. Orange doesn't have consistent routing over to me right now. Except through... Oh, that... Now red is potentially worth it. For the trade-in. I don't know why orange wouldn't take it, but... He's hitting pink. He's hitting me now. Taking this bonus. It's going to come hit my 17, right? So I can't get the red elimination? That would make the most sense. I don't want to open pink up. He does trade off of this. He will be immediately pointed at pink, who is the strongest player on the board. The amount... See, this is the thing. I don't think that was worth it for orange. The amount that you... That's very interesting. With the amount that this player just hit, they hit, so how much did they lose? 25, because the trade's 52, so you have to get 52 back from it on 3 cards like that, because you're just replenishing the 3 cards you would have already had. So 25, 3, that's 28. It's 12 on me here. If he repositions himself into me, I don't know what the answer is. The answer is I have to trade. I'm going to set. There's no reason not to set. If we let black get to 4... Black better have a trade on 3. If he hits orange, he actually helps me. He just needs to not open orange in the middle here. Yeah, the more you spread yourself out here. Don't open the 49. This is perfect. And orange sees it. Orange knows what's happening here. Because even if he trades are getting higher, which makes black's elimination more worth it, I would get an extra card off of him. I don't know that going for red there was the right choice. He stacked on me. This would have been a good play. Stacking on me here to pick me off on 4. Trade, and then eliminate and trade again. I think that is a good play. Pink's also got 2 closed stacks. You hope that they come out and hit orange over here. Otherwise, orange is going to get a ton of troops in here. This is fine. But orange knows. Orange can tell what I'm going to do with black. And he has to figure out a way to block me from getting black. But the issue is you doubled down on this position to eliminate me. Greatly doubled down on this position to eliminate me. Pink's going to play off the 50. Hopefully they play heavily enough off of this to take a bunch of this behind orange. Because actually, if orange doesn't trade, orange becomes the more valuable elimination than black because it's an extra card, even though this player is weaker overall. They're not going to get a break on this bonus over here. They're going to let orange, yeah, they're going to let orange hold a little bit. That makes it a little bit hairier for me. But there's a world in which I can chain how high the trades are getting. Chain orange into... Are you going to take the risk of not setting? Gonna retaliate on pink, take the risk of not trading. Oh, he does trade. Okay. We know he can't get black, though. So black is basically fed to me. If orange hits the 51 here, he loses the game. Pink with nothing super valuable open at the moment as well. Feel bad that I have to go bad to black because I have been pretty nice to them all game. I'm wondering, does orange reposition here? He does not. All right, let's get black. Really good dice there. That's an awkward territory position in that spot. Yeah, I think there's a world here where I honestly think this player... That's bad dice. I think the orange player didn't even see the possibility of this elimination. I actually truly think the orange player did not see the possibility of this elimination for me. Trade the horses. Try to increase our chances of a trade on 3. Pointed orange. You knew pink would set here. No trade on 3. Locks everything. If orange doesn't trade... He's sitting in the way in the middle. I just don't think going... Actually, you know what? Going bad to me with pink locking his troops is absolutely the right play here. Going bad to me is absolutely the right play. Now I'm going to retaliate. Yeah, this is what I wanted. Because pink's not open to anything, so I need to make... Orange is a little bit slower than me. I need to assume he's going to have a set on 3. And he's going to get all of my bonuses here. I need to assume that this player is going to get a set on 3 and full send them, knowing that pink likely doesn't go aggressive enough here. I don't know what Orange's beef with me has been this game. I don't really know what I did to deserve this player behaving like this, but I can't risk pink doing something like that. Oh, the 80. I just accidentally opened the 80 back up to myself. I mean, I don't know what you expected. $17. Trade should be high enough where I get enough from this if he doesn't set. Yeah, there's a trade. And the whole idea behind this is looping him back into me, knowing that pink's not going to do anything overly aggressive here. He's starting to pull his material out, but that's okay. I basically just need to cover the spots that aren't possible for me to hit. So the 100 gets everything up here. What would be the best thing ever is if he connects. If he connects anything other than obviously what we're going to have to hit. I don't know that he's going to do that, though. That's a little bit there. There's no way he connects here to open the 100. I just have to imagine he's not silly enough to do that. If he gets to this and hits it... You know, he's playing off the 81. I'm playing off the assumption that I can get this up here. And I'm actually going to get at least a couple extra troops from territory. So this gets everything here. I mean, I don't have time to think about this. This is all connected down here. Okay. If I feed him, I feed him. It is what it is. I got really bad dice, I think, there. I think this is a play for second situation anyway. Bummer. The moment he decided to continue targeting me, I had to play for second. Maybe he doesn't have a set. Maybe pink messes this up somehow. I'm fine with showing you guys this one, though. I think this is an interesting game. Let me know if you thought I could have played this differently. I think once orange just decided to full send me after eliminating black, there was not much I could do. They pretty much made it impossible for me to ignore them. Because the moment if I try to play reserve there, they're just going to go for me anyway. What? That was bizarre. Did he just roll that again and then get worse dice? That's funny. But yeah, orange with that early break on me. Just a whole lot of question marks behind the way that they played. Now it's world dom. Pink's not the fastest player in the world. And they haven't broken everything. They're probably going to break everything. If they let me have it, yeah, they're playing this better now. All right, I'm over you. Still haven't hit me in the middle of the board though. I assume that the 18 is going to activate at some point. They've sped up, but yeah, I'm really pretty annoyed with how orange played this. I feel like the clock is moving slower for this guy. I'm probably just coping. There he goes. Well played. That doesn't have access to everything. Probably the only way I get. Gotta try it. Nope. 58's not divisible by 3 anyway, so. No, trade on 3 if he messes this up. I actually do have a trade on 3. Maybe there's a world I can navigate around enough, but probably not. He missed this spot here. I at least live on this turn, but the trades aren't going to be high enough to make any sort of comeback unless I take as much board as humanly possible. But yeah, I don't know. I don't know how to handle... I don't really know how I should have handled the orange player there. Truly just full sending it at me. After the turn that he broke me, and then once black eliminated blue, like all of the actions there were just pointed at me the whole time. I'm not really sure how I navigate that. I wish black didn't feed blue to pink. If he kept black between me and him, or blue between me and him, we would have been fine. Now the speed of this player, I'm gonna keep trying. Their speed at least gives me a chance. If I can try my best to keep their, like I don't want to open this. We don't want to hit near the 187. I don't really want to hit near that either. I think I can get away from the 58 potentially without opening that either. I mean, that's how you stage a comeback in this situation. So let me try like an even split here. Missed one bonus. It's hard trying to get all those cards around there like that. This is the problem, is that he's going to have a trade in anyway. He's got to figure out where to place all this. She should put it right on. Yeah, I was going to say, should put it right on my 24 over there. I don't know. Maybe I'm just coping. His turn timer feels slower than mine. I got the troops down in what I thought was pretty quick. Dynamic turn timer a thing now? Am I crazy? For the mobile players? Why do you send everything over here? Chances of me getting to a trade in fast enough are pretty slim though. Yeah. I'll play off of this. I still have the 7, I guess. Oh, actually I can break this now. He's gonna have enough troops to hit me anyway. That is enough to kill me. Good game. Let's see if this goofball's still here. Tough map, though. Yeah, with blue getting fed. And again, I think it was the right choice not to take the blue elimination. On 3 cards there, I'm basically just replenishing what I would have lost hitting it, which is kind of exactly what black did. And then red, I was going to take red out on the turn that that orange took it, right? That was the turn I was planning on weaseling over here and taking this off of black afterwards. Just wasn't meant to be. Good game to pink. Come on, don't split. Just go. You're so close. Oh, he's so close. 1 territory. He went to Are you kidding me? Why'd you go to the fortify phase? He actively went to fortify instead of just winning. All right. You had it, dude. I think Pink might be a mobile player, but a skilled mobile player, at least pretty speedy, all things considered. The locking the stacks, I don't know that I agree with. I don't know what Orange's deal was. Deals was? D's was? I don't know what I just said, but if I said it normal, all right. Second place finish. Again, I'm trying to give you guys my first look at all these maps. It was at least sort of close. Once I realized I wasn't going to be able to eliminate Orange, feeding them was the only option for second place. I couldn't. Pink was not going to pass up on 4 free cards and let Orange stay in the game with the risk that I had a trade on 3, which I think I did. So, or end up with a trade on 3. Grandmaster. All right. Fair enough. I don't think this player maybe plays all that. I think they probably wanted to try the new maps. I imagine this wasn't a progressive world domination player, much more of a fixed vibe to the way that Pink was locking their stacks off. Expert on Orange. Regardless, GG's to General DeLuca239 and all of the other players who didn't wrong me for no reason. I get what Orange's idea was. Orange was like, I can't let green be too strong, but then Orange, without realizing how strong was Pink was getting, kept the gas on me the whole time. Like after I'm still thinking about the game. After I eliminated Black, Orange's best play is to leave me alone. Because if I hold all of that material and they hold all of the material, then we're like in a decent standstill with the 3 of us, but they instead full sent all of my material. And obviously I'm not just going to let them get away with that, especially when I was positioned better for trade-ins and knowing that theoretically if they had a trade on 3 and I let them hold all of the bonuses, they could eliminate me. So I don't know. I don't know what Orange's goal was. It evidently was not to win the game because targeting me in that position was not going to win them the game. They would commit too much to me without enough off of the trade-ins, and Pink would just wipe them clean off the board, pull their troops out in the next turn, and be able to eliminate with just simply too many troops. So regardless, hope you guys enjoyed. If you did, hit that like button down below. Subscribe if you haven't already. We will be foregoing the Meta Monday video in favor of another progressive world domination game, this time on the new Tortuga map. So stay tuned for that. Tier List Tuesday next week will continue as is. And as always, everybody, I've been C-Money. Thank you very much for watching. I hope you have a tremendous rest of your day. Peace.